reactions. What's the topic today? Look, you never know. It's DeeDee's reactions, real life reviews with a real one for show.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I'm back with another video for you guys. But before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Go ahead and share and like the video and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content, all right? So we gonna hop into the title of this video. So women are trying to convince men to become stepdads. How many times are we going to hear this whole cycle of women who are out here trying to convince men that becoming a stepdad is a rewarding thing, that this is what men should be accepting? It's getting kind of old, because we all know that modern women are trying to convince men to become stepdads because they don't have fathers for their kids. These modern era of women are trying to shame men, but at the same time trying to convince men that it's a rewarding thing, that, oh my God, it's such a great thing. You should want to become a stepdad. You should be honored, and you should want to take on single mothers, because single mothers are so great and they have all of this experience. And it would be such a great task for men to take on, because why wouldn't you want to take on a single mother? Your mother was probably a single mother. Why wouldn't you want to take on a woman with kids? It's such a rewarding, and it's such a blessing, and you should want to take that role and just be honored to do it. Baby, it's a hot mess. And of course, y'all know what I'm going to say. It is no honor. It's not a great task. It's not a great thing to just want to go in and take on and take care of somebody else's kids. That is not a flex. That is not what men should be doing. That is not what I would want my sons to do. It is just not an honor, and this great thing that these women are trying to make this out to be. They're only trying to benefit off men, because now you've made these choices and now you have to deal with the consequences. You chose the wrong men to procreate with, and now you want an unsuspecting simp type of man to come in and take on your responsibility, because it's hard for you to do by yourself. The same women that claim that they're independent, they don't need a man, they're boss chicks, they get into the bag, you don't need a man, you could take care of your kids by yourself. Now these women are now feeling how difficult it is to take on these kids by themselves. Now they want help, and they can't get the fathers of the kids to step in and handle their responsibilities. So now they're trying to pass it off to you. So I think it's ridiculous to think that it's a benefit for you to go on and take on somebody else's kids and take care of somebody else's responsibility. That is not a flex, and I don't think men should be doing it whatsoever. Now, once again, I always say this: if it's your choice and you want to do that, hey, by all means, do what you want to do, but it's not something that we should be pushing or promoting, because that is not your responsibility. If that is not your child, if you don't have any kids of your own, it does not make sense for you to go in and take on the responsibility of somebody else's kids. And on top of that, these women don't want to go 50-50. They will not settle. They want you to come in and pay all the bills, take care of all the responsibilities, and take on their kids and take care of their kids as well. You got to be lost in your mind, in my opinion, to want to take that deal. And I just think it's ridiculous for women to come out here now that y'all are in y'all 30s, 40s, hitting the wall, and you have these kids that you created by deadbeats. Now you want responsible men who've worked on themselves to come in and take on your kids. I'm so tired of the rhetoric. I'm so tired of these women trying to push this on to good men who y'all didn't choose. But now in the aftermath, you want these good men to come in and now take on all of your horrible mistakes. And the children are innocent. I always say the children are innocent in all of this, because they didn't ask to be here. They didn't make these decisions. These are the same women who said they don't need fathers for their kids. They don't need a man to raise a child. So why are you trying to recruit men to come in now and take care of said children that you created in your reckless era? You were reckless. You was trying to get to the D, as they say. And I think it's just insanity. Honestly, it just mind boggles me that these women are out here trying to push this narrative, that a man should be happy to take on a single mother. Are you kidding me? Oh my Y'all are batshit crazy. That's what I say, because you got to be out of your goddamn mind to think that these men are dumb enough to go in and just jump in head first because, they like you and they should just come on and just, you got to make 6 figures and come in and take care of me and my kids. No, y'all need to go find the fathers of those kids and y'all need to put them on child support, and you need to force them to step up to the plate and take care of their kids, because that is their kids. That's their responsibility. That's not nobody else's. And for the life of me, you have women out here who are literally telling men that they should be happy to take on single mothers. Are you out of your mind? They shouldn't be happy. That is not a rewarding job. That is not an easy feat. You want a man to come in and make all this money, pay for all the bills, and take care of your kids too, and the fathers just get to skate off into the sunset and not be responsible for the children that they've created? And then on top of that, y'all know I always say, listen, and a lot of these women, they're not even reasonable. You're not even reasonable in what you're asking for. You're not even trying to work with a man. You're not even, coming to the table humbled. You're not even saying, you know what? I have kids and I know that might be baggage, and I know that might be a lot, but at least, be willing to work with the man and come meet him halfway. No, y'all are not humble. Y'all are entitled. You got a lot of baggage and you want the most from these men with your baggage. Like you don't even know how to be reasonable to say, look, I know, to acknowledge that you are coming to the table with baggage. No, y'all are entitled. A lot of you, you're entitled. A lot of these women are entitled. And you want the man to do the most, even with all of your baggage. And this is where a lot of men are saying, no, you don't even want to meet him halfway. You don't even want to go 50-50. You're saying, I need it all. And if you're not going to do that, I'm not going to settle. These men, but not realizing these men would be settling for you. It would be the men settling to come into a relationship with a woman who has baggage, because he's not getting anything out of that. In fact, he has to pour in way more. You're asking him to put in way more for something that he doesn't have to do. And most men are not desperate for a woman to the point to where they're going to come in and have to pay all of the bills, take care of the kids, discipline, and you won't even let them do that. Take over a household that they don't have to do. They would be much better off by themselves. This is the part I don't think women are realizing. The cooch is not cooching anymore. The cat that y'all trying to throw on these men is not, the cat of old days. Y'all are coming in with ran through coochies, and it's not even given what it's not like you even could offer that as a caveat for these men, or a reason for these men to at least say, damn, she working with some. No, y'all done been ran through. The cat has been on display for years, and now you ready to hang it up. And now you tired because it ain't given what it was given at one point, maybe. And now you want these men to come in and just, do the most without no type of reward. When now these men could go out and just pay for what they want and pay and keep it moving. They don't have, and without the commitment and without all of the unrealistic expectations. I don't think women realize the position that they put themselves in and how men are moving nowadays. The leverage, y'all don't have all of the leverage. A lot of the men that y'all are asking for, they have the leverage. And so they could take it or leave it. And most men are not trying to take on single mothers to pay more just to get a little bit of cooch from a woman, because that's all that you're offering. It's not really much else that you're offering. You don't want to give them a meal. Most men want a hot meal, what they want peace. They want a safe environment to come home to. A lot of women always talk about having this safe space, but men are looking for safe space too. Men don't want this combative, argumentative women who always got a problem. They don't want to go and pay extra for a combative, modern, argumentative boss chick. No, who wants with kids that you got to pay for? Who in their right mind would pay for that? Essentially, what a lot of modern women are asking, they're asking men to come in and pay for a problem. You're asking them to pay more for issues, because that's all you're going to give them, issues. There's nothing else that they really gain from doing that. So I would not advise any man to go in and take on all of these extra things and then pay more for what? Combativeness, modern mentalities. oh, paying all the bills and taking care of her kid. Like, that is not something that you would be out your mind to do that. I'm gonna keep saying it because I think it's ridiculous. I would say don't do it, and y'all need to stop trying to convince these men. If you're a good woman, just be a good woman and be a good woman to your kids and keep it moving. If a man sees some worth in you and want to deal with you and you have qualities that he wants, let that be his choice. But don't try to convince these men that all men should be happy to take on single mothers, because they shouldn't. I'm just saying. So listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Let me know if you think men should take on single mothers or not. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.